Hey y'all, it's Amanda here. I've decided to start a video series where I walk around and look at nature and parks and visit old neighborhoods and kind of just document all of my memories of the places, and maybe eventually I'll get to broaden my horizons and go explore new places. But for today, we're starting at a park that's pretty close to my house in my neighborhood. It's Farnsley Park in Louisville, Kentucky. So let's get going. Here's a sign for Farnsley Park. It's part of the Louisville Metro Parks and Recreation Department. And I'm going to walk around and show you some of the features that it has and tell you my memories of being around here. First, we have a soccer field, and in high school I played soccer and field hockey, and I remember, even though this isn't our school's field, we did have a tournament game here one time. I can't remember if it was soccer or field hockey, but it was a lot of fun. There's a small playground over here. The kids' swing set tied up because of the COVID stuff. Technically all the parks are shut down, or I should say all the playgrounds are shut down because of COVID still. But you can come to the parks and walk around. That's what we're doing here today. Here we have the restrooms. It's kind of run down. Let's see what the history of this place says. Renovation of Charles Farnsley Park. Charles Farnsley Park, named for former mayor and congressman Charlie Farnsley, came into Louisville's park system in 1955. Through the vision and direction of the former 26th District Councilwoman Ellen Cox Call and her legislative assistant Leah Pepper, the park has now been renovated for the enjoyment of generations to come. Louisville Metro government commends the dedication of the Councilwoman Call and Miss Pepper in their efforts. Jerry E. Abramson, Mayor. Brent T. Ackerson, 26th District Councilman. July 24th, 2009. See, now, I did not know who this was named for. Charles Farnsley. Yeah. So I'm glad that I actually decided to walk around the backside here today and find out some new information about this park. Here's the front view of the restrooms building. Like I said, a little run down, but I guess it's functional for a public facility, as you would call it. So let's go ahead and check out what's around the rest of the park. Like I may have said, it's a small neighborhood park, and there's one main pathway that leads from one side to the other, with a creek running through the path, or across the path, and a small bridge to go over top. Over here we have what looks like a newer swing set and playground, a little more extended, I guess you would say, of different kinds of climbing apparatus and slides, but still technically closed because of the COVID situation. And as you can see, that's why the swings are tied up together. But let's see what all the kids will have to play with when they're able to come back. So we've got a mulch base for the playground. That's pretty nice. I guess if you fell off the monkey bars here, it wouldn't hurt too bad. And it's pretty soft to walk on, I'll tell you. Some little bit of landing pads at the bottom of the slide. And if you go up here, you can see there's all kinds of climbing structures. Feels like this would have a lot of pinch points. And I don't know if I want to try to climb up it, but maybe if I was a couple years younger, I would definitely just go up there just for the video, and also if it wasn't closed due to COVID. But I have come by here a lot of other times and seen just tons of kids playing, and apparently this is a good neighborhood park, centrally located in the Bon Air neighborhood, kind of south of Interstate 264 in Louisville, Kentucky. And we can also see some benches, picnic tables, really a nice place for a family to have an outing, but you don't have to travel too far from home. You could probably walk here from many houses in this area. So let's go check out this bridge over here and see what's going on with the creek down below. Okay, we have to walk up a small incline to get over the bridge, and it's actually made out of concrete and steel, it looks like. So very sturdy. even though it's quite overgrown down here in the creek area. I don't even see any water down there. Just lots of overgrown plants and rocks and trash, unfortunately. But that's what you get a lot in public places. Over here, no water either. Maybe just some mud and some moss. I think this is really more of a runoff culvert area than a creek, because it doesn't seem to have a steady water source, but it's a place where a runoff can go from rain instead of flooding the neighborhood around here. And while we're here, I want to turn around and tell you one of my memories from this park as a young child. I don't know how old I was, maybe 10 or 11, but I had come here with my cousins, my aunt and uncle, because my younger cousin, maybe 3 or 4 years younger, was having kind of a ceremony for her Girl Scout troop. Or it was maybe where you go from being a brownie to a actual Girl Scout, and they had a bridging over ceremony. And so this will always be fixed in my memory for that event, because they had all the girls stand on the other side of the bridge here, and then they would call their names one by one, and everybody would clap, and they would come over and congratulate them for graduating or finishing whatever part of the program they had done and moving on to the next one. So it was really cool to see my little cousin, have that moment, and it fixed it in my memory because it was such a special event for her. Now, I don't know exactly what the deal was with it, because I never participated in Girl Scouts myself, but it made me think that that was a pretty cool thing that they had done for their kids, and kind of made it more special by actually finding a little bridge to cross over for this bridging over ceremony, as I think it was called. So let's go over here a little bit, and we're going to explore this big circle of concrete and see what it is. Okay, so what we have here is a spray ground. I guess that's like a portmanteau of the words playground and spray pool or something like that. And basically what it is like these series of fountains that they have during the summertime for kids to come play in. And I've driven past here many, many times and seen kids just, having a good old time. And like the fountains would do like different heights and different velocities, I guess you would call it, different intensities, and so there was something for everybody. All the little kids could play on the outer ring of little fountains, and the older kids were kind of daring each other to go in the center and get on the big fountain. So that was fun to see. I don't think I ever came here and got in the spray pad as a kid, but I know we went to many other spray grounds as a child, and we'll explore those in future videos. I just wanted to stop here today to show this out. And where are they? There's some rules for how you're supposed to conduct yourself at the spray ground. Try to get that in the shot here. And we're gonna go on and explore some more parts of the park, and I'm gonna tell you kind of why I'm starting these videos and what I hope to get out of it. Okay, you can see here we have a shelter with a few more picnic tables and some trash cans. Over here we have one tennis court, and please note that courts are for tennis play only. You can't go in there and, rollerblade or ride skateboards. I guess they want to keep kids out of there so that only tennis players can use it. So I said I was going to talk about what I wanted to get out of these videos. And basically what it is, I've reached an age in my life where my world has gotten smaller and I don't go out as much as I used to. And I hate that. I want to get out there and do more stuff, see more places, and especially I think since the COVID lockdown, my world's gotten even smaller. I work from home now, and let me tell you, I feel extremely fortunate that I'm able to do that and still have my income. But that means I don't go out. I go out shopping once a week. I don't go see anybody. I don't go to any other places. But you know what is still open and still available is parks. And so I've decided to kind of document all of my memories of different parks around Louisville, Kentucky. And like I said, I'm going to start with ones that I used to go to as a kid or have memories of, and then explore from there. And I might also like take walking tours of different places that, you know, I used to walk a lot in. Before I was driving, I used to take the city bus everywhere, and then, you know, of course you got to walk from your house to the bus stop and then to your destination. And even after I did start driving while I was in college, it made more sense to ride the city bus because I lived centrally, and, you know, I could get to college without having to, you know, scramble to find a parking place and pay the extra money to get a parking pass. So I just took the bus all the time and walked. And I found that I was able to observe more about my surroundings, you know, had a greater sense of peace because I was getting out and at least seeing trees, you know, seeing more than just the four walls around me. And I really enjoyed that, really missed that. And it was good exercise, and I haven't really been getting exercise lately. So I'm going to be out here walking. And also, I used to be more of an athletic person. I played, you know, high school sports a little bit. You know, in college I did stuff like taekwondo and yoga, and I just got out and did more stuff. And, you know, since I got a desk job after graduating college, my athletic energy has just gone to pot. You know, I really don't do anything like that anymore. So I think starting a series where I go out and I document my walks, having an objective where I need to do this, you know, say I've got to get another video in, I've got to go document this, will really help me explore and get out there and get exercise. And also, you know, I'm doing this for my own sake because I love recording my memories of places, and I'll have this for years to come by making these videos. I'll be able to, you know, share that with friends, you know, the people I made the memories with, and be like, you know, did you know that I remembered that time we went there together? And, you know, they'll get to know that story from my perspective. So this has been Farnsley Park. We've come to the other side. It's really, you know, nestled in a quiet neighborhood for the most part, in between cities. I don't know, not really suburbs, but not inner city. I don't know what you would call that. Metro, urban, I don't know. I'll have to find out a better word for it. But we're leaving now.